know what hip I'm starting with.
Pull him, he's just trying to really slow me down. So now he's got that eccentric or even isometric pull that he's doing, and I'm pulling him across. Okay, now I can change, he's gonna stay square, which is gonna be hard for him, as I change my direction of pull. Okay, and then I'm gonna let him go again. You can see we got a lot of quad control, a lot of push that's happening here. There's a lot going in through my hips and through my shoulder girdle.
Degrees of force and angles to work through also. So we can really work that leverage and get that leg stabilized in that frontal plane. Yep. Wide staying squared up to the hoop, putting the ball back up, changing TriForce positions, changing his landing mechanics each time, training his body to absorb the impacts necessary for basketball.
So right now what we have Tori doing is she's going through a sagittal plane lunge. What I'm doing is I'm taking that TriForce, which is allowing me to direct some of these movements. She's got to try to stabilize through that leg. You can see I'm not letting that right leg come down. She's got to bring it up and through and back, really forcing those legs to stay stable no matter what angulation and what direction I'm taking that. You can see that that TriForce gives me a lot of handle, and I can take her just with one hand a lot of different places and relax. Okay, so now I have Tori going into a frontal plane, moving that left side, keeping that right side stable. Again, I can give just as many different directions and variables. I can spin in any direction that I really want to using that TriForce because I have all those different handholds that I get to use. With her, stay away from her, and it's just that simple to change that movement for her. That load gets variable with all those different spots. So right now we're having Mark be my partner. I'm going to go through some on-ground movement here. This would be like for a wrestling type of a move. So I got where I'm coming maybe out to like a single leg where I'm going to try to pick this ankle over here. I could have where I'm coming through, making myself go through kind of a thoracic mobility as well as a hip mobility. I can switch my hands, bring this guy up, and I can come through this way. Okay, so I'm really working on a lot of core stability, but I'm throwing in a lot of thoracic and hip mobility along with it. Okay, by having him stabilized with me, I can go through a lot of different movements. I can come into that TriForce, I can come out of it, I can shoot some different angles, I can come in, get nice and tight, I can keep it far away, okay? I can come to a lot of different spots, and all those handles give a lot of stability for Mark so that he can keep me upright and not get me in a dangerous position, but just really good hard workout. I'm definitely breathing hard with that one. Okay, so we have Tori here today. She's going to go through a plyometric matrix where I'm going to be giving her some variability at her legs, pushing, pulling. I might be at her foot, might be at her knee, might be at her hip. She's using the TriForce. It's offset with a little bit of weight off to the right-hand side. It's a 2-pound weight. So every time that she comes down, she's going to be overloaded on that right side. Really going to force that eccentric movement, trying to stop that valgus from happening in the right knee. Right knee had an ACL tear, right hip had a labral tear. So really working on that deceleration, really working on that control when she lands. She's gonna do 10 jumps with my variable hand pressures. Ready, Tor? Ready, go. So there's 10 jumps, her getting a lot of different pressures, just trying to bring herself down with good control, explode out with as much as she can.
All right, here Mark is working a type 1 thoracic spine coupling motion with the TriForce laterally flexing to the left, rotating to the right, using the extra leverage from the TriForce to generate mass momentum and downward angle. He says he feels this one in his right QL as it's going through the deceleration, while also working various foot positions on the Presido's Platform 9.
So in this video we're showing a lunge with a reach. We're using different spots on the platform, which is going to allow us to get some different angulations as well as get us into a couple of different distances. Here we see that the right foot is now crossing over again at different distances and angulations. Now he's going to come to the front. We're using that TriForce to overload that hip flexion. We should be really feeling a lot in that gluteal area. Very good. And now he's going to go to the other side. Now we're going to have a frontal plane movement again with some different angulation. A little bit further distance, and one more angulation.
All right, we're gonna do a baseball fielding drill here. Braden's gonna side shuffle and try to hit the ground balls coming at him in order to start working on decelerating varus and valgus forces at the knee and being able to recover for the next move with an asymmetrically loaded TriForce. Here Braden's going to work on blocking fly balls and trying to move his feet in order to work on deceleration through the knee and being able to recover for the next play.
So now I can turn this way and go forward. Forward, you know.
Go. You can see there when the torque or the distribution of the weight is further from the hand.
Go for it.